Have you ever wondered why the more you chase someone, the faster they seem to run away? It's a puzzling phenomenon, isn't it? But the answer may lie in understanding the energy of relationships. You see, relationships are like a dance of energies. When we desire someone deeply, our energy flows towards them like a current in a river. But sometimes the current becomes too strong, too overwhelming. It's like we're playing a game of tug-of-war and we're pulling so hard that the other person feels compelled to resist, to pull away. This resistance is often the result of feeling suffocated by the intensity of our energy. We want to hold on to them, but our actions push them further away. It's a paradox, really. The more we try to pull them closer, the further they drift. Just as in a tug-of-war, the solution isn't to pull harder, but rather to let go. What happens when you stop pulling in that tug-of-war? Imagine throwing a boomerang. You release it into the air, and it sails away from you. But given the space and freedom to move, it circles back to you of its own accord. Now consider this in the context of personal energy. When you feel someone pulling away, the instinctive response might be to chase harder, to grasp tighter. But like a boomerang, people need space to move, to breathe. Pulling energy back to yourself doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. It's not a withdrawal of love or care. Rather, it's focusing on your own growth, your own well-being. It's about finding balance, about understanding that your energy is a precious resource that needs to be nurtured and protected. And in doing so, you're not just helping yourself, you're creating a space, a vacuum that invites the other person to step forward. When you pull your energy back, you create a space that allows the other person to step forward. So what have we learned about energy in relationships? We've explored the profound role energy plays in our relationships, how it can either bind us together or push us apart. It's vital to comprehend that when someone appears to be drifting away, the solution isn't to chase harder and smother them with our energy. Rather, we should draw our energy back, refocus it on ourselves. We've used the analogies of tug-of-war and a boomerang to illustrate this point. In a tug-of-war, the more you pull, the harder the other person pulls back. But if you let go, the other person loses their resistance. Similarly, like a boomerang, when you pull your energy back, it often returns to you in a more positive form. By adopting this approach, we can cultivate healthier, more balanced relationships where respect and space are valued. Remember, in the game of love, sometimes the best move is not to pull harder, but to let go and pull your energy back to yourself.